very dedicated father. I'll give you an example. Mark is, as everyone pretty much knows, Mark is a lawyer, so he's very busy throughout the day. But when Mark comes home in the evening, he always finds time to spend with the children. As soon as he walks in, everyone runs to him, including myself. And of course, he always meets them with open arms. He's just warm and loving. And when my kids know that he's on the way home, you know, they get all excited and they rush to the door. He's very committed to his children.
So you sound like an average working guy, and you can relate to all types of people. So is that what's going to make you the best candidate for judge?
It definitely helps to be able to understand other people's perspectives. There's just no doubt about that. And having been an employer as well as an employee, having been a student, having been a landlord as well as a tenant, and having represented and helped people solve problems, you know, for going on 20 years now, I think is definitely experience that will help me when I'm on the bench.
Well, Mark and I are a two-parent working family. We always have been. I am a litigation paralegal supervisor with a Fortune 500 company in Daytona. So Mark has always worked as an attorney, and I've always done that. And you know, I think a lot of people in the community can relate to a two-parent working home. It's very difficult sometimes because you have to juggle, you know, picking up the children, getting to work on time, Mark getting to a hearing on time, or meeting a client on time. But I think with two people working together to make that work, it can actually be a beautiful thing. And I'll also say this: my in-laws, Mark's mom and dad, have been very instrumental in helping us with the children as well. But I think, you know, this is the way Mark was raised. We were raised that family comes first. So Mark and I are very dedicated to, you know, raising our children and in this community and making sure that they grow up to be successful. That's a number one priority for us. Mark has a very high work ethic. For those who know Mark, Mark works very late into the evening, and he won't leave the office until whatever it is that he's doing is accomplished, until it's done. So he has a very high work ethic, and I think that started actually from childhood because his mom speaks often of, you know, his work ethic and how he was very responsible. And I think it also dates back to Stuyvesant High. Mark went to Stuyvesant High School in New York, which is actually the most elite high school in New York City. And so I think starting from way back then, you know, Mom instilled all those values in Mark. He took it on into high school, and then college, and then law school. And I think that work ethic would probably suit him well as a judge.
Mark, in closing, share with us, in your words, who is Marc Dwyer and what does he stand for?
Well, Marc Dwyer is a man that loves his family, loves his community, and loves his God. One of the things that I have found that has been very encouraging is when people talk to me and they know that I'm running, a lot of them have said to me, "Mark, we're so glad that you're running. We need a man of God to be in our government." And I believe, you know, there is a place for people with Christian values and Christian sensibilities within our government. It's nothing new. You know, the Lord has done that before, from Daniel to Joseph to Esther. And there just comes times when God wants his people in places. And that's why I'm excited about being able to represent those values and hopefully place those values into our government.
Marc Dwyer, it has been a pleasure speaking with you today.
The pleasure has been all mine.